Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you all for joining our webinar session hosted by Chinhoyi ICDL Centre and Computer Society of Zimbabwe. I am Rumbidzai Kusemwa, the Administration Officer at Chinhoyi ICDL Centre, and our webinar is going to comprise of 3 presentations. First one, we are going to Mr. Viola Dondo, who is the Executive Director at Computer Society of Zimbabwe. And the second presentation, we're going to get it from Mr. Wellington Mujuma, who is one of our ICDL instructor at Chinhoyi. And the third presentation, we're going to get it from Mr. Malvin, who is one of our students at ICDL Chinhoyi. Over to you, Ms. Viola.
Thank you very much, Rumbidzai, for that great introduction. Welcome, everyone. I am from Computer Society of Zimbabwe and ICDL in CS8. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the ICDL program. The ICDL program was established in 1997 in Europe. A number of countries came together to come up with a qualification or a measurement tool that they could use to assess the IT competences of the various people scattered across Europe. They came up with the ICDL program. It was known as ECDL back then because it was standing for European Computer Driving License. In 1999, 2 countries outside of Europe, Zimbabwe and South Africa, managed to get the license to run this program. It became known as ICDL in those countries, International Computer Driving License. It then brought in the birth of ICDL in all the other countries outside of Europe. Back then, it was 7 strict modules. One had to pass all 7 modules for them to be able to get a certificate. I'm pleased to say that has since changed. ICDL has now adopted lifelong learning. It's also now called ICDL everywhere, in Europe or in any other country outside of Europe. The identity itself has changed. It's got a different logo and different ways of delivery. We are now using the Skillsbox platform for delivering this great program to candidates all over the world. The product itself has innovated and transformed with the changes in technology. We have various classifications: ICDL Workforce, ICDL Professional, ICDL Insights, ICDL Digital Student, just to address the various categories that we have in the market. This doesn't stop one from doing modules across all these platforms. It's just ways of classification. There are also various markets all over the world offering this product. This global social enterprise called ICDL is headquartered in Dublin, Ireland. That's where the ICDL Foundation is. There are then regional branches like ICDL Europe. It's headquartered in Brussels. ICDL is in Panama. All these are there to service the different markets. To date, more than 16 million candidates have engaged with the ICDL program. It's available in more than 100 countries, and this keeps growing. The number of tests, I know it says 70 million there. It's way over than that. The COVID-19 pandemic brought with it a lot of challenges. We had lockdowns from March 2020 in all the countries. There was an increased need for digital skills. There was also an increased online presence, and there was a lot more focus on self-improvement. ICDL had to come up with solutions to address these challenges in order for it to remain relevant. So what did ICDL do? ICDL introduced the Skillsbox online platform to address all these people who were in lockdowns. ICDL also introduced a wider range of relevant modules to meet the needs for digital skills. There was a lot more practical solutions to address the gaps that were introduced as people interacted online. The modules were catering for all people. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got digital student, digital citizen, the professional, the one in the workforce. This was done to address all these different people so they could find modules that were addressing their needs. The classifications, again, just in detail. The workforce aimed at those who are in the workforce category. The professional, for those that now want to advance and get deeper into the different modules. ICDL Insights, for those who are business managers and need to understand emerging technologies. Allow me to explain further and show you the modules in these various categories. The ICDL workforce has 3 classifications. It has office applications, good practice, essential skills, and then modules classified according to that. Then the professional category has the creative, the entrepreneurial, the computational. As you can see, these are more advanced. We've got your documents, advanced presentations, advanced project planning, management of spreadsheets, and so on and so forth. And then on the insights, like I mentioned, we've got the trending and emerging technologies, your cloud computing, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, to address these emerging technologies and to also give business managers or even people that are not that much into IT to avail an understanding for them so that they will also be able to know what these emerging technologies are all about and be able to make business decisions. The Skillsbox platform is an online assessment and learning certification platform. ICDL is all about certification. When one registers as an ICDL candidate, the plan is that they should certify in at least one module. We don't believe in just training someone and giving them maybe a certificate of attendance. One has to write an evidence that they have been given relevant skills and they've been tested, and it shows that they have learned and understood a particular module. When you sign up, you get diagnostic assessments, e-learning, and the certification test. And the great news is that when you pass a module, ICDL celebrates with you. You receive a digital badge in your email to say, well done. You are certified in documents, presentation, spreadsheets, or whatever module you have passed. You can then share this digital badge with your friends, your family, your colleagues, or your employers even. And then we also have the certificate. The certificate is showing the various modules that you have. So it's got your name, your details, and it's showing the modules that you have passed, as well as the dates. ICDL has a great advantage. It's a standardized qualification, meaning that if you move from Europe to the Americas to Asia, and you see someone with an ICDL certification, you know the kind of tests that they have gone through. It's a standardized qualification. It's the same tests that you write in the Americas, in Asia, in Europe, in Africa. It just differs in the language that it's delivered in, because sometimes you find it in French, Italian, Mandarin, and then in English, but it's the same kind of qualification. So it's a standard kind of way of measuring skills. It's also a great advantage that the skills box is a robust platform. You have access to the skills box platform wherever you are, as long as you've got an internet connection. We are all connected online right now. So it means we can be able to access the skills box platform right now from wherever we are. You get a module pack, which offers you those things that I was talking about, the assessments, the certification test, as well as the e-learning. What also makes ICDL great are the people, the country managers in the various African countries, the team at the ICDL Africa office, for example, in Kigali, the coordinators at the various centers. All these people make ICDL a great program, something that can be trusted and something that has built credibility. I want to encourage you to sign up for the ICDL program if you hadn't done so. Be part of that number, the more than 16 million that have certified in ICDL. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, your certificates as you certify in ICDL. You definitely won't go wrong. Thank you very much for your time.
Now I'll now give the floor to Mr. Wellington Munjoma, who is also one of our instructors at Chinhoyi ICDL Centre. Over to you, Mr. Wellington Munjoma.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Viola, for that excellent presentation. So let me quickly share my screen, then we start. Okay, my name is Wellington Munjoma. I'm one of the instructors here at Chinhoyi ICDL Centre. So in this presentation, I'm going to quickly give a presentation on what we do and more detailed about Chinhoyi ICDL Centre. So let me start by introducing myself. I hold an honors degree in engineering. I started geoinformatics and surveying. Then I have a PGD in land and GIS from UZ. I'm a member of the Survey Institute of Zimbabwe. I'm a land surveyor by profession. Then I also am a member of the Zimbabwe Institution of Engineers. For work experience, I worked as a teacher on one of the best schools in Zimbabwe, St. Faith's High School. Then I also worked for UpMist Properties in South Africa. I've worked for ZESA. I've worked for City of Harare, Municipality of Chinhoyi, United Nations, and I've also worked with World Bank and Bay Dutch water operators. And I'm also the managing director of GMW Global. So here I'm going to cover what we do at Chinhoyi ICDL Centre as instructors. So the presentation will cover what we do, our courses, and at the end I'll give our contact details. So Chinhoyi ICDL is a fully registered ICDL Test Centre, and we are located in Chinhoyi, Zimbabwe. But being in Chinhoyi, Zimbabwe, it does not mean that we are only offering courses to those in Chinhoyi only. Even if you are in China or Japan or anywhere else, like it has been said by Viola, you can enroll and do your course online. So the good thing is we are offering a complete online solution. So you have online learning, assessment, and certification. Everything is done online. For our pricing, the registration fee is $20. Then we have an exam and certificate fee for $50. Then once you pay that, it's once off, then you can do your course and you can do it at your pace. You can complete in 2 weeks. You can do it in 4 weeks or a year. Once you are done paying, you can take your time to complete it. Then, why certify with Chinhoyi ICDL Centre? So there we have about 5 quick points. Like we said, we are fully registered and recognized internationally. Then our courses are updated regularly, and we are vendor independent. So if you do, for example, a course with us, we don't focus on the software. Let's say it's a GIS course. We don't focus on the software. We focus on the concepts. So you'll be able to use any software after the course. Then from there, like Viola said, we are offering all the different modules like for workforce, professionals, insights, digital citizen, and so forth. So this has been covered. Then these are some of the courses which we are offering: cloud computing, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, big data. Then on digital student, we are offering information literacy, smart digital, computing, robotics. Then on workforce, we are offering quite a number of courses. So for example, those first 3, application essentials, computer essentials, online essentials, they will allow you, for example, if you are working in the office, you'll be able to do your Word documents, your PowerPoint presentations, your Excels efficiently. Then you understand the computer in and out. So the issues of antiviruses, viruses, and so forth, they'll be covered there. Then the issue of accessing the internet, getting the correct information or authentic information from the internet and so forth, it's all covered there. So you can check out all the courses, they are there on our website. So if you want to do some advanced stuff, we have those ones: presentations advanced, documents advanced. We also have web editing, 2D and 3D design, image editing, digital marketing, project planning. The list is endless. Then there's a part which was covered by Viola where she was saying we also have courses for those, they are not students, they are not professionals, but they also want to know how to use computers and maneuver around, do everything online. We have those courses like Digital Citizen and Digital Citizen Plus. So with these ones, this is a small description here. The Digital Citizen program outlines the basic skills needed for you to use a computer and the internet. This specially designed module teaches candidates how to complete everyday tasks in a confident way. So when you click on any of our courses, you get this description of what the course covers. Then you also get this course content. So on course content, you get the topics which will be covered, like computer basics, introduction to the desktop, introduction to documents, introduction to web, communications. Then after that, you can click, then get all the information on what will be covered. For example, on introduction to web, you will be evaluating information, learning on online security, connecting to the internet, and so forth. So you can check all this information before registering to see which course is best for you. Then the way we run our courses here at Chinhoyi ICDL Centre is our instructors, they have a clear course outline, and a training plan. So they'll be having something like this, where they teach online. You can have Zoom sessions or other methods. So it will cover all the sessions, the lessons, and the content. So we'll be having some folders like this with different PowerPoint presentations. We give you the presentations online. Then after that, you then get a folder with your notes. So for example, data analytics, this is a Word document with about 228 pages. So all those presentations will be covering these notes. Then you also have a folder with all the material for your practicals. So this is a folder with all the material which will be used for practicals. Then, like Viola was saying, you can also do everything online. You'll be having your own dashboard where you can check your progress and so forth. So the dashboard will be like this. Then you check everything there. So this is how we conduct our courses here. So the first part is you can do it offline. We give you the PowerPoint presentations through Zoom. Then after that, we give you the offline material, which you can then go through at your own pace. Then you sit for your exam. Our contact information, we are using 2 phone numbers. The first one is 0779 346 445. Then the other one is 0712 858 174. So all these numbers, they are there on our website. Then our email address is info@virtualinstitute.net. Then if you also want to check our WhatsApp catalog, so all those courses which are on the website, they are also there on our WhatsApp catalog. You simply need to save this number to your WhatsApp. Then you click on catalog, you see all the courses there. So it's 0779 346 445. And in the event that you forget the phone numbers, you forget the website link, you forget those links, you can simply search on Google, Chinhoyi ICDL Centre. The first link which comes out there, that's our website, www.virtualinstitute.net. So by just typing on Google Chinhoyi ICDL Centre, you can then click and reach our website there. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wellington Mujuma, for enlightening us more about Chinhoyi ICDL Centre. Now we give the floor to one of our students. Over to you, sir.
So my presentation is going to outline on why people should register with ICDL. And my name is Marvin Dongo, as you have heard. And just a brief biography about myself. I'm a University of Zimbabwe, a student pursuing an honors degree in geographical information science and earth observations. So I enrolled with ICDL Chinhoyi, and I'm doing data analytics and project management courses. So now I want to give my reasons why I did join ICDL Chinhoyi in doing data analytics. Since I'm in my final year, I needed a strong background of analyzing different data types, be it non-spatial data, spatial data, parametric and non-parametric data. So my project proposal needed an effective and efficient skills of analyzing data so as to see the trends and changes of the data of which would be in question to my project proposal. Then I also enrolled with ICDL in doing project planning. With the GIS skills acquired during my 3 years with the Department of Geography at the University of Zimbabwe, I saw that there was a need for a strong foundation for project planning, since I needed to know on how I should do a project, i.e. in terms of time management and in terms of managing my own finances. Another reason was that since here in Zimbabwe, there is still less people who knows the GIS capabilities, it means that more GIS projects are going to be done. For example, in this pandemic of COVID-19, there is need to map this COVID-19 and also in natural resources management. So with the ability to plan a project, it will be easier to run and also be part of different projects, which will be in line with my GIS courses. So what are the benefits of enrolling with ICDL Chinhoyi? So firstly, in terms of payment, it's a once-off payment until you finish up your course. By this, I mean to say that you don't have to pay monthly, daily, or weekly. When you just pay up, let's say for data analytics, you pay up your course fee and your registration and the exam fee. That will be that. There's no more extra cost. And yeah, in terms of time, there's no limited time frame. There's no starting point and there's no ending time whereby you are saying you should start at 1 January and finish up by 31 February. No, you only do these courses at your own pace. Some people are fast learners, some are slow learners. So you only do these courses at your own pace. And that will be it. The courses are hands-on, meaning to say they are more of practical education 5.0, which is being encouraged by our Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, whereby students should be taught more on how to do things, not only to know how things were done, but on how to do the things. And our instructors are very excellent and they know their work and also highly learned. As we have seen the level of education Mr. W. Jomayev before. So that is highly qualified and he knows what he's doing. And also lastly, their courses have international standards and they are highly recommended. More than 16 million students have enrolled with ICDL, not only in Zimbabwe, but internationally, worldwide. So hurry up and register with ICDL for a better future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marvin, for the great presentation for us. I'm now giving the floor to Mr. Wellington Munjuma just to pick a few questions. Over to you, Mr. Wellington.
Okay, thank you very much, Rombidzai. I see we have quite a number of questions which have been posted here. So what we will do is we will go through all the questions, then we will respond to them. We now have your phone numbers and your email addresses, and you also now have our numbers. So due to our time, because our session is going to end at 1:40, so we are now left with about 5 minutes or so. So maybe I can hand over to Mr. Chisango to give some remarks. Then if we still have some minutes, we can pick 1 or 2 questions and reply. So Mr. Chisango, over to you.
Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you for joining our Zoom meeting. I hope we have picked one or two things from the presentations by our team and Computer Society of Zimbabwe. It is my sincere hope that Chinhoyi ICDL Centre will definitely take you to another level of modern technologies, whereby we need to consciously move with the times. I figured out that from the inquiries we had, our prospective students wanted to know whether we are registered with the relevant boards. However, as we adhere to lockdown regulations, we found it fit to organize this webinar, where we had to invite Computer Society of Zimbabwe to give us a brief history of ICDL in Europe, Asia, America, Africa, and eventually in Zimbabwe. If it were not of the pandemic, we could have organized a conference for this. I strongly believe that it's now clear to everyone that we are authentic. You are now free to spread the word to your relatives and friends. Just tell them to come to the source of knowledge, which is always keeping abreast with the world standards. Anyway, without wasting much of your time, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you. God bless you and have a nice weekend until we meet again. Over to you, Rumbi.
Okay, since we have a few minutes, about 3 minutes, I'm going to give the floor back to Mr. Wellington Mujoma just to pick one or two questions which need to be answered. Over to you, Mr. Wellington.
Okay, thank you very much, Rumbidzai. So, Viola, did you pick any questions which you want to respond to? From my side, someone was asking if we are offering spreadsheets, word processing, presentations, and so forth. Yes, those are on our course list. We are offering those. We have basic and advanced courses covering those. Then the other one was asking if we are only in Chinhoyi, if we don't have other test centers around Zimbabwe. We are currently in Chinhoyi, and we are offering our courses online. So you can enroll wherever you are. We will respond to all the other questions on WhatsApp and on email. Over to you, Viola. You have about 1 minute, 23 seconds.
Thank you, Wellington. I took the initiative to start responding to the questions that were coming through in the chat. So I have responded to Cynthia. She wanted to know more about the teachers. So I have responded that we've got a module that's targeted for teachers. It's called ICT in Education. It will equip you with the skills on how you can best use IT in your teaching field. And in terms of what's covered in for the primary school students, yes, in the modules that we have, we will be able to address some of the things that you raised. And then I also answered Tawanda that we've got the office suits. We don't, it's vendor neutral. ICDL is vendor neutral. So we cover it. It's in spreadsheets, presentation, word processing. It's not necessarily Microsoft, but then you can then take them using the Microsoft suits.